Okay, you join me here. Awesome. All right, guys. Hopefully everyone can jump back in. I'm not sure what happened. I'm typing over here on Facebook for a second. Technology is great, and then it blows up on you, right? You said we were. Yes, we were. We were getting to the good stuff. All right. So let's see who. I'll give it a couple seconds for people to join back in. Okay, there we go. Hey, I don't know what happened. I was here and my screen started doing all kind of crazy stuff and my computer shut down and then it came back up and it said I was still live. So I don't know what's going on. Roz, see if you can go over on Facebook and see if it'll work there for you. Because we were just getting to the good stuff and I lost everybody. So I'll give you all a second to come back in and find me. Hopefully people didn't think that I just left them hanging and they left me for good for tonight. Hey, Durans, how are you? Are you guys coming to the bowling party again this year? I'm not chairing it this year. So Cheryl is. I don't know if she's reached out to you about being a sponsor. Hey, Julian, how are you? We're trying to get, I got kicked out, so I'm back. Hey, Bob. Sorry about that, guys. I don't know what happened. I got kicked off, but I'm here now, so we're going to continue. I was giving people a chance to join again. I popped up live, Roz, on Facebook. Can you see me on Facebook now as well? Oh, Joanne, you haven't heard anything about it? So I'll forward you the information. And the bowling party is actually this Saturday coming up. And I've seen a couple flyers on Facebook. I sent them a list of all of the previous sponsors. Hey, Landon, how are you? Are you just joining me or were you with me earlier? Because everyone got kicked out. And so I was waiting for people to join. I was just getting to all the really, really good part for people to hear. So I wanted everyone to have a chance. Yes. Oh, wow. I gave them the list of every sponsor, all the contact names, everything. So I was hoping that somebody reached out to you. I've been crazy busy, so I haven't had a chance. But I will, I'll see what I can do. Hey, Alex, I was just talking about you Friday to somebody. And look at you, you popped up. We were talking about houses and why I moved to Bowie. There's like a little moth in my house. I need to kill him. And I was telling them that I had looked at a house next door to you. Everything's great, Landon. Thanks for joining. All right, so I'm going to get started back up again since I had lost some of you guys, and now we're back. So, because I want to finish up this broadcast at 7:24, so we're getting close to our 30-minute mark. Oh, no, I didn't know you live in Upper Marlboro now. That's awesome. Good for you. I love Bowie. I'm never leaving Bowie. All right, so we were talking about, do I need to do a quick run through again for you guys? I don't, so we talked about finding your niche. Number one was the things you do well and what industry you desire to work in. So I'm gonna do this real quick. Number two was ask yourself, what problem are you solving? How many other people are solving that problem? And what makes you different? And the different part is what's gonna lead you to your niche. So you can go back and watch the other live stream and you'll get all that information in detail. I gave some examples about how to find your niche and things that if I was starting like an ice cream shop, what I would do, because there are a billion ice cream shops, to differentiate myself from other people. We talked about researching number three, which is, we were on number three, part C. So research, research, research. You can use the internet, you can use social media. And then I was talking about the NAICS codes. So it's the NAICS codes, and I asked people if they knew what it was. No one chimed in and said yes. So it's the North American Industry Classification System. So this is the American standard that's used for classifying all businesses by similarity and the processes that they use to produce all their goods and services. So every industry has at least one. You can have more than one, but you have absolutely one classification. So there's also, they call it a SIC code, which is Standard Industrial Classification, that's also used, and that's a 4-digit code. So we're going to focus on those. And I just want to explain to you guys how these codes are used and how important they are in your business, how important it is for you to understand when you are researching, doing marketing, trying to do some target marketing to find your audiences, how these codes can help you. You can also do your research online. Both of these have websites, and I'm going to ask you guys a question at the end. And if you guys want me to teach a class on how to use these codes and how to do the research and how to target your audiences, just give me a yes. But I'll go through some of it here. If you do, I'll add that to my online store when I do my official launch in January of 2018. So I'm really excited because I'm going to have an online store for you guys where you can get some free products, some paid products, you know, have some webinars where it can be a bunch of us, since I'm rebranding myself from doing only one-on-one coaching to being able to serve a larger audience. So that really excites me because that means that I can help more people start their businesses and their brands and make a whole bunch of money and live out their dreams. So that's what makes me excited, is that I really can help other people live their dream life. All right, so back to these NAT codes that we're going to be talking about. And I love it too, Kim. And I love that you guys are my date every Sunday at 7 o'clock. Like I asked earlier in the other one, how many of y'all have a standing date every Sunday at 7 and it's not just with one person? All right, so companies use these codes to determine what industries their customers operate in. Hey, Nelson, thank you for joining. They use these codes when they're developing marketing campaigns, like your big stores like Target and Lowe's and Home Depot. And they're also used, so let's say like franchises. You want to buy a franchise and you don't know necessarily where you want to put your franchise. And typically the franchise owner will say, well, we've been looking at this market or this location. See if you can find a place that's in this zip code, kind of on this street in this community. And now I just lost everybody on Instagram. I suck tonight, y'all. Facebook is messing up, Instagram is messing up, but it's all right. We're gonna work it out. And so that's how they determine for brick and mortar locations what the foot traffic will look like and the income range. So that's how like product placements are determined, product offerings, pricing. I'll give you guys an example. Have you ever gone to the exact same store in 2 different locations and they have different products? That's by design, because every store is looking at every zip code, every city, what the audience looks like, shopping habits, income, disposable income. Thanks, Roz. My phone died over on Instagram, but we're almost done, so I think we're okay. What your spending habits are, who lives there, like they literally know everything about their buyer before they put a store in a particular location. So that's what I want you guys to do when you are thinking about your businesses. Who are you serving? What do they look like, feel like? What do they like? What do they like to watch on TV? What are they eating, drinking? When do they sleep? All of that information is available. You just have to do your research to find it. And if you can do that, hey, Sleepy, you should be able to build a marketing campaign that is really strong, that gives you an idea of yes or no, I'm serving the right audience and what they look like and whether or not you will be successful. I mean, that's really, it's targeting to who you're going to sell your product to, because you cannot say that everyone's going to buy your product. That's just not the case. I don't care if you have a product that's the best thing since sliced bread. Not everybody needs sliced bread. Okay? Got that? All right, so let me tell you what else you're going to need this number for. If you are a legitimate business and you've registered with the state, whatever state you live in, and the IRS, you are going to need that code for all of your state and federal registrations. You're going to need it if you're applying for any kind of loans. your business should have a DUNS number, which is like a social security number. So it's your business's social security number. You're also going to need to know what your NAIC code is, okay? Lenders, if you present your business plan and they deny you for your loan, 9 times out of 10, it's because you haven't done your research right. You don't even know who your audience is. You didn't target well. You didn't use those NAIC codes and that SIC code to really drill down into, these are the people that my product will be serving. And so that's why they deny your loans, okay? Most people don't know that. But it's simply learning how to target well and to know who your product is serving, who's buying it, and who's going to run to the store and buy it. Okay, guys? Okay, so when you find your code, memorize your code so you know what it is. You may see some like 6, 7, 8-digit codes. They're typically 4-digit codes. Y'all say 4, give me a 444. But you may see some that are 6, 7, and 8. And these are codes that industries have developed because they're actually drilling down into the nitty-gritty to really, really target their audience a little bit better. So you may see those, but the typical standard United States code is 4 codes. All right, then the last thing you're gonna do, this is my last tip for the day, tip number 4, is you're gonna test your market and its profitability. We talked about that a little bit earlier. I kind of jumped around just so I could give some examples and explain to you guys what we were doing. But you should at this point, if you've done your research right, you should have tons and tons and tons of data that you can sit and analyze. So decide, I've got the age range of my customer. I know their medium income household. I know their spending habits. I know how much disposable income they have. I worked in the diamond industry, and I tell people all the time, recession or not, I was selling $20,000, $50,000 single stone diamonds every day, all day. But that's because Sterling Incorporated, who owns Jared, JB Robinson, Kay's, so like they've got like 10 different stores. They target their audience. So every month they're sending campaigns out to a targeted audience that says, hey, we're having this, or, come in and check out our diamond, we're having this sale, or, get $100 off your purchase, or we've got 18 months interest free. But they're targeting people who are making the type of money and have disposable income to come into their stores and spend money, because jewelry is a luxury item. So people that walk in those doors have some money they want to spend, and it's okay. It's not like shoes where people either kids have outgrown shoes, and so parents are pissed off because they just bought a new pair of shoes 2 weeks ago, and then they come back in and buy their kids some new shoes. It's not groceries where you have to eat. So there are industries that do well no matter what the market looks like, because they are targeting to the people that they know are going to come in and spend that money, okay? All right, years ago, I worked for the U.S. Census Bureau. They have a lot of reports that can help. Absolutely. The Census Bureau is another place you can get lots of data from. So in my class, I'll teach you guys about that as well, because the Census Bureau they have a website you can go on and pull information. I actually have a whole bunch of websites that if you take my class, I'll share with you and we'll help you drill down into those target audiences. And we'll do some targeting on Facebook and Instagram as well if you guys want to run. I think I said it on the other piece of the broadcast that you can pay to play on Facebook and Instagram to reach your targeted audiences. All right, so now you've got your product, you're testing your market, you know all that good stuff about your people, you're running these targeted campaigns. And so let's say you have a product you haven't quite developed yet, but you're thinking about, oh, I want to develop this new cell phone app that's going to do X, Y, and Z. You can build a quick little landing page and target your audience. You can use Facebook, Instagram, whatever you want to use. You can use emails. There's a whole bunch of like polling tools that you can use in different ways. But you can say, hey, go to this link, www.mynewproduct.com, and answer these 5 questions for me. Like, is this something you would buy? How much would you pay for it? Is the quality something that you like? And what colors do you like? And, do you want it to talk and talk back? Y'all see my little grand dog in the background? He's being so good because usually he wants me to play with him. But he's been a good boy today. And he's been quiet. He hasn't whined or anything. I'm so proud of him. I don't know what he's sniffing, but all my purses are back there. So anyway, so send them to your website and have them click a yes or no, answer your questions. And that way you can find out, okay, so I got all my people and now I've done all my testing and everyone's like, yes, I want this product. Yes, I'm willing to pay, $19 for it, or yes, I'm willing to pay $50 for it. So then you're off to the races. Go ahead and, build your business, start your product, launch, make your money, do all that good stuff. And I think that's all that I have today. I went a little bit over because we had some technical snafus, but that's okay. So I'm going to open it up to Q&A. If anybody has some questions they want to ask or information they want to share, or if you want to promote your business, type in what you do. To the people who have joined me or will re-watch the video later, I noticed that I'm getting like 200, 300, 400 views even after I broadcast, because I know everyone can't broadcast with me. So absolutely share what you guys do. I'm a sharer. I want everyone to be successful. Hey, John, how are you? Some of you guys are joining in late. Do you guys have any questions? I gave you guys a lot of information, so if you didn't take notes, go back and rewatch it. You're welcome, Alex. Thank you for joining me. It was a pleasure. I haven't seen you face to face. I don't know. Was it like a New Year's Eve or something? I think you came over here and we had a whole house full. I think you were cooking like some collard greens and mac and cheese and what is it, black eyed peas that people have? Alex can cook, y'all. Just so you know, he is the host extraordinaire. He used to have, when we were younger, now I'm telling my age, he used to have these house parties that would be off the chain. Like, he would empty his whole apartment out when he had his apartment, get a DJ, and we would just party all night. And then he bought a house, and the whole basement would be filled with like hundreds of people. Oh my God, we had so much fun. So Alex has like 1,000 male cousins that liked to party and play cards and drink and have a good time. So those are some of the best times of my life. Hey, Lynn, you guys are joining a little bit late, but I'm here. I'm finished with all of my good tips for finding your niche. So there are 2 videos. There's one, hey, Lewis. There's one that got interrupted. The broadcast got interrupted some kind of way, and then it came back up. So watch the first one, then watch the second one, and then you can get caught up. Have your pen and paper and catch your notes. Y'all see this behind me? Oh, he stopped. So he, at night, I don't know why he does it. My little grand dog is here. At night, when he gets tired, he starts chasing his tail. And he just like spins, and I can't figure out which way to go so y'all can see it. Can y'all see him? I think he stopped because he knows I caught him. But he just chases his tail around and around and around. So sometimes I'll help him out and I'll just give him his tail so he can chew on it. There he goes. There he goes. Y'all see that? It is the funniest thing ever. And he'll do that for like 30 minutes. Hey, bud. Anyway, all right, guys. Questions? I see a couple people join. Hey, Frank, you're late. You missed 40 minutes. Some good information. You have to go back and watch. Renee, for those who want to start government contracts, they can search through fbo.gov. Awesome. Federal business opportunities. You guys see that? Thanks for sharing, Alex, because I'm sure there are plenty of people in here who are contractors that want to do business with the government. So that's good to know. You guys see that? Frank, did you cook tonight or did you have a hot pocket? Hey, Larry, thanks for joining. So I'm really just here talking to you guys, opening up for Q&A. You guys have some questions or information, I'm free to you guys right now. No one has to pay my hourly rate. Isn't that great? Isn't that a wonderful thing that you've got friends that'll help you build your business for free? Got date night with me every Sunday night at 7 o'clock. Standing date. Not just for one person. I don't feel pressured. We got a group date night going on. All right. So if no one posts any questions, I am going to, on the calendar. What's on the, oh, you have me on your calendar for every Sunday. Yes. Look at that. Look at God. Also, you can look at the government website through their OSBDU Office of Small Business Division Unit. Yes, good information. You guys catch all of that for those of you that may have your own contracting company and you want to do business with the government? There are lots and lots of rules and regulations. So definitely if you are some type of contractor or independent business owner and you want to engage the government, they have a lot of rules and regulations, so make sure you read up on those. All right, so I am going to, I've actually spent 45 minutes with you guys tonight instead of 25. So I'm gonna let you guys go, and I hope that you guys have a blessed Sunday and a wonderful week. Oh, announcement, wait, don't go yet. Announcement. So next week, we're gonna talk about branding. I made up a term, so don't y'all judge me. It's called Profecting, Profecting, yes, Profecting your brand. It is projecting, protecting, and perfecting your brand. So I put it all in one huge word called Profecting. Look at me. Hopefully it might be in the Webster Dictionary. So we're going to talk about that next week, and I have a special guest. She is a brand strategist, and her name is Ashiva Brooks. So she'll be joining me next week live. So we are excited because I want to bring you guys the best information that I can when we spend these 25 to 45 minutes every Sunday. I want you guys to get some good value out of this because I want everyone to run and start their businesses and make lots of money and build a legacy for their children and become independently wealthy. I want all of us to do that. All right. So thank you guys. I'm going to sign out. Have a wonderful, wonderful, blessed Sunday and a blessed week. Thanks. Love you guys.